All right, now, that feels better to me. Family, we are here 2026, and we are here starting the 12th season of LeeMack912 Cigar Reviews. And shout out to all the people from the Real Retirees channel that came over to my channel and subscribed. If you didn't check out my interview over on Real Retirees Uncut, go over there and check it out. Even as I watched it back, I said, you know, that really was some good advice that I gave that I wish I had been playing for my younger self. I would have been off a lot better off than I am now, but I can't say that I'm complaining about how I am now. We are going to talk about today the Trinidad Espíritu cigars, the Trinidad Espíritu. Now, you know, recently I smoked the Trinidad Tommy Bahama series cigar, and I thought it was pretty good. Made from tobacco, from AJ Fernandez farm. So I was in the store and I saw the AJ Fernandez. I saw this. It came in. It said new and it had the sticker on it. Blah blah blah. So I bought one. Bought one. I paid $16 for it. MSRP is $15. Alexander Brandon, there's your density. And shout out to all the real musicians in the world. No matter what you do, no matter what you make, no matter what mistakes you make in the middle of making what you do, shout out to the imperfections. That's what I say. So I bought one of these. Now, as I come home, I see that you can find these bad boys all day for $13.50. I'm just saying, I'm getting priced a little high. But then I remembered, hey, I got a package earlier in the last year, late in last year from Altadis, and I remember that it had several different Espiritu blends in it. Had a little story there. This is just, you know, for us retailers and whatever, and to show us the ratings, and ain't that some shit. Hold on. All right, now I got to figure out which one was number 2, which one is number 1. That's number 1. All right, now that's number 2. All right, I'm gonna hold it up again, but I ain't gonna hold it forward. See, I'm trying to hold this up and hold those down. But anyway, there you go. So you have all of the first 3. Espiritu number 1, number 2, number 3. And instead of number 4, look in that package, there's a Miami. So I actually did have the Miami. And what's pretty cool is they have a description of each one of the cigars. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. I've been talking for a while. And just get your drinks. I already got my drink. I done started sipping already. Get your drinks, get your cigar, sit back, relax. LeeMack912, and we'll be back in a second. Smoking family, good afternoon. Shout out to all of my folks, all of my family members. You know, let me just start up front and say, you know, you don't have to tell a creator what they did wrong in their creation, because the creator is the hardest reviewer on their creation. Somebody is a creator, they know exactly what didn't happen right in the video. They know exactly what mistakes they made. They don't need you to come tell them, because trust me, they're beating themselves up for that in some way or another. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, this one is in a single shape. Comes in a single shape. It is a 6 1/8 by 52, and this has got a torpedo tip on it. Limited edition, only 4,000 boxes of 20 cigars. They say each one of those Espiritu series Cigars was inspired by a country. Number 1 was inspired by Cuba. Number 2, inspired by Brazil. Number 3, Mexico. And number 4 is inspired. This is not number 4, but they call it Miami. So I'm going to say that number 4 is inspired by Miami. Miami thrives on its boldness and creativity. Supposedly, this is going to be a bold and creative cigar by my man, Pots and Pans, AJ Fernandez. So there you go. You got the little Miami joint on there. There you go. Miami. Kind of reminds me of Miami Vice. Crockett and Tubbs riding around in what was it, Ferrari they used to ride around in? We gonna straight cut this bad boy with my sponsor's cutter, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. It's probably upside down and out of focus, but that's all right. You know what it is. You have seen it many times. And we got the Dunbarton sign back there too. Pow! It's in the back. Yeah, there it is. Here we go. Trying to get myself ready for the trade show, PCA trade show this year. Smooth draw, pretty loose. The cigar feels nice and firm, but the draw is not loose in a bad way, but I'm gonna say easy, not loose. Hey, Brother Dexter! What's happening, Brother Dexter? We gonna do our thing, brother. And we're gonna do our thing in 2022. Maybe I'll be able to catch up with you. I don't know. We're gonna see. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, Bro Mac Gary! I see you, Bro Mac. Here we go. Let's go, y'all. Right away. Oh, good God. First draw. Super heavy, thick, oily. Nicaraguan tobacco. I don't know what I'm thinking about that just yet. So first draw is super heavy. Oily. Thick. Nica tobacco. You know, my handwriting has never been very good, and the faster I write, the worse it gets. Always been that way. So I try to print when I'm doing things fast so I can read it again, but even my print is not very good. Woo! Ayak. Ayak. Full body. This is feeling like the retro. I'm still gonna say like thick Nicaraguan tobacco. This tastes like some very strong Nicaraguan tobacco. I don't know if I think that's a good thing or a bad thing just yet. I'm not really sure. I ain't really feeling so good up front. And that could just be because of my palate. Today, our pairing is a wine, which is, it's all right. This is the Apothec Inferno whiskey barrel aged blend. It's supposed to be robust and toasty, 2022. And what I will say about this, because I have paired it with a cigar in the past, is that it goes better with the cigar than by itself. So with the cigar, it's not a bad red wine. It's not an expensive red wine, and it doesn't taste expensive. So, you know, it is what it is. And I got some chicharrones. Chicharrones! That's what I'm eating here, too. All right, so I'm gonna have that chicharron. I'm gonna have a little sip of wine. It was water when I poured it in there. Water turned into wine. This is right up front. This is a very strong, I'm gonna feel it like a little nicotine forward cigar. Right now, with the price of $13.50, I'm not mad at it. Shout out to you, Raphael, no doubt. It's got a little bit of, when you bring in the retro, it's got a little bit of sweetness, but not typical. It's pepper. Yeah, it's got medium strong black pepper. I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of what I thought Cuban cigars tasted like before I smoked a Cuban cigar. I was like, oh man, them Cubans, they gotta be strong, because you see the old guys out there, no teeth, and they've been smoking 100 cigars a day for 100 years, and they're leathery looking and rough and tough and tumble. They don't smoke no mild cigars. It's gotta be strong. That's what I thought a Cuban cigar tastes like. Box press. Good smoke output. That sweetness, I'm going to say maybe is, I'm going to call it light brown sugar. Wow. But it's on the retro. Light brown sugar, black pepper for sure. Strength, I'm going to say right away she is, I'm going to call it medium plus strength right away. Medium plus. Because she's kind of started out right away with some. Now, it's not like Mike Tyson is slamming you in the jaw right away. Shout out to Cigar Head Fred. Hey, Fred, I stole your line, man. I just said that more than once. I seen you had come back recently. You were over there on your channel doing some things, so shout out to y'all, the Cigar Avengers and all of y'all, and whatever you do. Shout out to all my folks that are out there smoking cigars and reviewing them. Shout out to all my people that just smoke cigars and have a good time and don't even worry about what nobody else thinks. That's the best way to do it. All right, family, I'll be back. All right. We are still smoking the Espíritu Miami from Trinidad. Now, the strength of this cigar has died down. She's back down to what I'm going to call like a medium minus. The pepper has died down. The head of this cigar, the box press is clogging it up a little bit. I got to give it a little squeeze to kind of keep it open and get the smoke going. So we started out medium plus and kind of dies down to medium minus on the strength. Still a good smoke. I'm going to say this has got tobacco, some kind of sweetness, but in front of the sweetness is going to be pepper. Because that's that AJ peppers in there. So it's tobacco, pepper, and then sweetness. It ain't bad. Now, would I smoke this again? That's a good question. I don't know. I really did enjoy the Tommy Bahama cigar, but it's also more expensive. At $13.50, I can get this one versus $17, $18 for the Tommy Bahama. See, when you pick out a cigar, it really depends on what you like, and it really depends on your mood. There are times when I am just not in the mood, and a lot of times even now, I'm not necessarily always in the mood for a big, thick, heavy-handed cigar. I'm gonna call it heavy-handed. I don't necessarily need the cigar that's just smacking me all around with the pepper and the strength or whatever. Whereas other people, that's exactly what they like. That's exactly what they like. My brother Ak, he likes pepper at times, and he has said in the past, I want all this up in here. I want everything tangling. When I'm smoking and retrohaling, I want to feel the tangle. I want to feel the burn. Other people say, that's too much. Like, shout out to my brother Money Matt. He's a relatively new cigar smoker, and pretty much he's like, I kind of think I like cigars that are a little milder. But then we recently smoked a cigar on my Sunday show, Meet in the Middle, and it was a heavy cigar. It was a strong cigar. And Matt was like, man, I really like this. So it just all depends. You got to try a lot of different cigars. You got to try and see if you have a brand that you like, if you have a cigar manufacturer that you like, if you have a cigar blender that you like. There's lots of information out there on the internet, so you can find out who blended the cigar. Where did the tobacco come from? Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. We know this one came from AJ's farm. AJ's got all different types of tobacco, so. But yeah, this is medium minus. It's kind of kicking back up the medium now. The strength is just kind of really there. It's a heavier cigar. Now, they say this one, when they advertised it, they said Miami, creativity and boldness. So boldness means that it's going to give you some. That's what I feel. Creativity, maybe not so much. Not so much. This tastes like a good standard cigar for the price that I can buy it for $13.50. I'm not mad at it at all. So if this is the type of cigar that you like, if I'm working in the shop and we're selling these and you say, hey, I like a little bit stronger cigar, and I ask you, like spice, you don't like spice, say, I like a spicy cigar with some strength, I would recommend this one. Say, hey, try this one. Put that in there along with something else that's got like some broadleaf, some of the My Father brands, maybe some Tattoo Ahe. There's certain brands that blend a little stronger, blend a little bit spicier. So that's what you got to learn. What do you like? And understand this. What you like is not necessarily going to be what the guy or the lady next to you likes. Not at all. I have some ladies that come in the cigar shop and they say, oh, I want something infused. I like the fruity flavors and cherry and blueberry and watermelon, all that type of stuff, right? I got some guys that come in and go, we had a guy the other week. Oh, I like, man, who is that brand that makes that? They make a lot of different fruity flavors and whatever. He goes, that's all I smoke. He didn't want nothing else. So I got some other ones that are, infused in different flavors. And nope, I know what I like. So therefore, people know what they like. So you have to learn to know what it is that you like and don't worry about what anybody else likes. All right, family. I'm going to get my numbers together and I'm going to get on out of here in a minute. All right. Family, let me give you my numbers on this Espiritu Miami edition. I still got a little ways to smoke, but she's not really changing up anymore, so I'm going to give you what I think is my final numbers on this. I know my final numbers because I ain't changing them. For the price, I'm going to give it a 3.7, construction of 5. The flavor is a 3.5. The overall smoking experience is a 3.4, which gives this a 3.8 out of 5 on the LeeMack912 scale. I think that's pretty similar to the Tommy Bahama. Let me just check. Yeah, got a 3.8 as well. So different cigar, same rating in the end, but I enjoyed the Tommy Bahama more. This is a different cigar. This is less expensive, so this got some more points up for being a less expensive cigar. So I really dig it. Family, another great day, another great day. We all go through things. And I got to give a big shout out to my brother Jason. He did a post on his Patreon channel the other day about should I post? And he really talked about some things that we as creators go through and the things that we have to do and the things that people say to us and how sometimes the things that people say to you can hurt and how you have to handle it and all these other things. It was very, very, came from a man with a life experience. Also, it came from a man with some empathy, and it also came from a man with some feelings. I have a saying I'll say, if you step on my toe, it's gonna hurt. Now, I could maybe forgive you for stepping on my toe, but in reality, the reality of the situation is it does hurt. And I do have some feelings about that. So if you say something negative in the comments, I may or may not have a feeling about it. It may or may not hurt, but sometimes some people do say some things that sting. People think that what we do as creators is easy, and therefore they are free, and you're free to say whatever you want to say. That's why I don't delete comments, positive or negative. I leave them up there and let you say what you got to say. I had a whole lot of negative comments about when I express a political opinion. The political opinion doesn't matter what it was. The political opinion was based on my life experience and what I thought. Some people didn't like what I thought. Then people reverted to calling, dirty names and saying things about me that wasn't true. But you're people who don't know me. People that know me know who I am and they know how I feel because I share that with them. I don't share everything with y'all. But you can take it, what I say, and you can figure out what you want to figure out or not. And it may be true and it may not be true. Just remember, there's power in the tongue. That's a quote from the Bible somewhere that says the power of life and death is in the tongue. So what you say really can have some effect, but it's also what I say. You can say to yourself, I'm going to have a great day every day. By waking up in the morning and saying today is going to be another great day, because that's the power in the tongue. You're spreading that out there into the universe. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and the lie. So when it hears you say that it's going to be a great day, no matter what you think, your subconscious mind says, hey, it's a great day. And we're going to go on out here and do what we do, family. I've met a lot of great people on social media. A lot of great people. I've got great people. Shout out to my shipmate Dion. I've had people that I've met with. We've ate together. We have drank together. We've smoked together. I stayed at Dion's house. And Dion didn't know me from a can of paint other than the dude that he sees out here in one of the videos. And he invited me to his house. I appreciate that. He's welcome at my house anytime. Aaron Brooks took care of me when I went to Kansas City. When he came there, said, Aaron, come to the house. Matt Bailey has been to my house. So I've met lots of great people that have taken me under their wing. I've taken them under my wing, and we have great experiences. So those are some of the same people that when they see something that I say or they see my attitude online, they'll call me or send me a text and say, hey, Mac, you all right, man? I just noticed some things on the video. I'm just checking on you because, something don't seem right. Shout out to my sister Edie. She's always a positive person out there. A lot of positive people in the comments. I can't name everybody, but y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to my patrons. I appreciate y'all very much. Shout out to my Cash App Avengers, my PayPal Warriors, all the people that every once in a while say, I'm going to send you something, man, because I really do appreciate what you do. And what you do for me is very helpful. I have people that, shout out to my cousin, Big Country Briar, sent me a message. Say, hey, look, man, these people got a product over there. I think it might be a good one. You might want to reach out there and see if you can get some sponsorship. looking out for me. He does something for his own channel, but he's looking out for me. Shout out to some of the other creators that have given me great advice. Shout out to my brother Cigar Prop. He's given me some great advice, and when I call him up, I say, hey Kev, I need to know about this, what about that, whatever. He's always open with the information. So these are people that you might look at a certain way because you have an opinion about them because of what you see online, but you don't know them. And your experience with them is not like my experience with them. So you could say to me, as an example, I don't like that Cigar Prop guy. I think he's this and I think he's that and whatever. I say, well, that's your experience. I'm not going to go there with you because he's been a good brother to me. All right, family, I'm out of here. I'm going to see y'all next time. Y'all keep on having great days, and we'll see you next time. Peace.